Hi. How are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And welcome to today's session. This is Faith Jogo. I'm a marriage counselor and a relationship coach, and I help people, individuals, and couples reignite love so that they can have spicy, exciting, and fulfilling relationships. So, you are all welcome. I can see we have 7 eyeballs. That is so good. As we start, we have 7 eyeballs. We have Jared, Mogendi, we have Godwill, Jumba. I am ready. Jared is saying ready. Godwill is saying, I am ready inside. So welcome. Let's give others a minute so that they can join, so that we can start together. Let me tell them we are in here waiting for them. As I continue, kindly continue telling me, where are you joining from? I can see Jared there. I am ready. I can see. Thank you so much for joining. Tell me, where are you joining from? Tell me, where are you joining from? Thank you so much, Jared. And then we have Godwill Jumba. I am already inside. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome all. We have 10 eyeballs. Tell me where you're joining from, because I want to recognize you. Okay, so tell me. I want to recognize you, so tell me where you're joining from. Great. We have Nyambu, sorry. We have Irene from Nairobi. Thank you so much, Irene. And also we have another Irene Karungo from Roiro. We have Catherine from Utawala. So I can see we are all represented. All counties are represented very, very well here. So as we start, I'm just giving people some few minutes so that they can join, because remember, today is our last day of the masterclass, so I don't want to leave anyone behind. We have Eunice Kiema joining from Kajiado. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your time investment. Feel welcome. You are in the right place. And then we have Michael joining from Rongai. Thank you so much. Now, I think I have appreciated the early birds. So as the others continues to join, when you join, kindly let us know where you are joining from, and I will recognize you. I will appreciate you. Okay. Good. The last person to appreciate now, we have Duati Gatoto from Nyandarua, and we have Lucy Kamau from Iraq. Oh, wow. All the way from Iraq. You are welcome. You are appreciated. You are recognized. And then we have Winfred Mosioki all the way from Mombasa. Thank you so much for availing yourself. And then we have Melen from Kasalani. Thank you so much for availing yourself for today's session. Now, allow me kindly to start the lesson, so that at least we have the time that we said we will be, we are not going to have lengthy class that will be tiring you. Okay, so allow me. Let's now go into our today's lesson. Thank you so much, because I can see the many people who are here today are the same people who were here yesterday. So yesterday we tackled this conflict resolution or conflict management. Okay. And today I told you for you to be able to just a minute. I can see someone in the group saying that Washira is saying can't join. I don't know why. Kindly use the link. Use this link that I have been sharing. Once you click on it, this one, everybody will be able to join. I'm 100% this one. Everybody will be able to join. So just click on the link and you will be inside. Okay. So yesterday we talked about conflict management. And I told you to think about yourself as a person and see whether you are the turtle, whether you are the hailstone, and also see the dance that has been keeping you in the conflict. What is that making you, stuck in the conflict? What is it that is making you or find yourself in the escalating conflict day in, day out? Okay, so I hope you did that homework, and I'm hoping, because the most important thing when it comes to learning, it's whatever you learn, you practice. Okay, so I'm hoping that you did the homework and you are going to practice whatever we will be learning. Okay, so allow me to share my notes. But before I share, let me appreciate 2 to 3 people who have just joined. Amina from Kware, thank you so much. And then we have Kendi from Meru, thank you for joining. And then we have Stanley from Bungoma, thank you so much. And we have John Wachanga, I'm now, thank you. And then we have Coach Helen Wainaina, thank you so much for joining. And the last person is Virginia from Nairobi. So thank you so much. Now allow me to share my screen so that we continue with today's session. By the end of today, everyone should know where you're going. Remember, today we said it is your blueprint. We are going to find your blueprint for your success in your relationship. We said, yesterday we said, if you're winning in your jobs, if you're winning in your businesses, if you're winning in your careers, why not in your relationship where you are the bigger boss? You are the main character when it comes to your relationship. Okay, so let's find this blueprint together. Are you ready? If ready, tell me they are ready. Tell me whether you're ready as I continue to share my screen. Okay. Now, for you to understand or for you to know where you are going, you must know where you are coming from. Okay, so we are going to, and if you want to succeed in your relationship, number 1, you need to be connected to God. There is no option. There is no option. You need to be connected to your higher power. Then, after being connected to your higher power, you need to understand, where am I? Because relationships are different. And that's why many people ask me, Faith, why are you teaching us about relationships? And your relationship can never be like mine. Yes, relationships are very different. And therefore, you must know your model if you want to win in a relationship. Okay, so we are starting by knowing our models. Thank you so much. I can see so many readies. Ready. Thank you so much. You are all ready and waiting. Thank you. I can see so many ready. And now, as we start, we are going to tackle, or we are going to start with the models. We have 5 models. Allow me to share my screen. It's easier for you to read. Now, remember we have said, if you want to win, you need to understand that you are supposed to be connected to God. And therefore, if you're connected to God, you must understand your marriage model. Okay? You must understand your marriage model. And we have 5 models. We have so many, but for me, because I am a Christian counselor, I have extracted 5 models from the Bible which relates to our lives today. Okay? So, model number 1 is the Adam's model. If you know the story of Adam from the Bible, you know that Adam was created on the 6th day, so that God was to rest on the 7th day. After Adam was created and he was given a purpose, God realized that this man was lonely. And therefore, God decided, God being the problem solvers. That's why I have told you, for you to be connected, for your relationship to succeed, you must be connected to the higher power. Okay? So God realized that this man is lonely. And when he realized that this man is lonely, he decided to solve the problem of loneliness. Now, this is where the man was made to lie, and the lip was removed, and another human being was created, was molded, was created. And when Adam woke up, he was like, wow, these are the flesh of my flesh. These are the bones of my bones. He could see and feel himself in that other person. Okay? Why? Because God created a helper for Adam, because he realized that I have given this person some work to do, to tender the Garden of Eden. He is now lonely, so I need to give this person a helper. So if you are in a relationship whereby you are helping one another, and when I talk about a helper, I do not mean that anybody should be inferior. When you are a helper, you are supposed to be at par with your partner. When you are a helper, you are supposed to be at par with your partner. Meaning what? If your partner can pay a house rent of 5,000, anytime that your partner is not able, you can take that responsibility and do it without, without so much struggle. Okay, so that is Adam's model: a helper and a compatible partner. Meaning what? If that rib was to be taken back to where it was removed, it was supposed to fit. So if you're in Adam's model, you're supposed to be compatible and you're supposed to be helping one another. That is model number 1. Then we have model number 2. Model number 2, Isaac's model. Isaac's model is, Isaac was the son of Abraham, and Abraham is our father of faith. And when Abraham was blessed with a son, he knew that I am the one who has a promise with God, and I don't want my son to go astray. And therefore, what happened? Abraham is the one who chose a wife for Isaac. How? Remember, Isaac was never given a chance to go and see, and search for a wife. What happened? Abraham called his servant and told them, go to the land where we came from and bring my son a wife from there. If you are in a relationship today or in a marriage today whereby it is your parent who said you're supposed to marry from that clan, you're supposed to marry from that family, my friend, you are in Isaac's model, the bloodline continuation model. Okay, that is model number 2. Then we have model number 3. Isaac had 2 sons, that was Jacob and Esau. And when these 2 sons were old enough to get married, remember, Jacob got the blessing, the birthright blessing, instead of Esau. And Esau became very mad and he was running after Jacob. But Jacob ran away and he went to his uncle's place, Laban. Okay. And when he went there, he found a beautiful girl. Uh-huh. Do we have beautiful girls here? Do we have beautiful ladies here? Uh-huh. If you know you're beautiful, yeah. Say my yes. Okay. Now, he found that beautiful girl. And when he found that beautiful girl, remember, even those times, they used to give or to pay dowry, but Jacob did not have anything. So what did he do? He worked for 7 years in order for him to get Rachel, the love of his life. But after working for 7 years, he works for 7 years. After working for 7 years, he was given the wrong girl. So he decided, hey, it's okay because that is your culture, but then I must get what I want. And he went again and worked for another 7 years, adding to 14 years. Oh, yes, I can see so many beautiful girls here. They're telling me yes. They're telling me yes, 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 yes. I can see them telling me yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means that you are concentrating and we are learning together. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the many yeses. There are so many. Okay. So Jacob worked for 14 years. That was the cost of love. Now, if you are in a relationship where you love one another so much and you're compatible, it means you are in Jacob's model. Now, if you are in Jacob's model, there is a lot of work to be done, my friend. You must be ready because there are so many arrows that comes to try to destroy the love that is there. Okay? And also, you must be ready to do the work. There will be so many arrows from inside and from outside. That is Jacob's model. If you are in Jacob's model, it's all about companionship and love. So if you married for love, then you are in Jacob's model. Then we have the fourth model, that is the Esau's model. Esau was a brother to Jacob. And Esau being the brother to Jacob, he did not receive his blessing, the birthright blessing, and he became mentally ill, just like so many of our young people and older people are mentally sick. They are mentally ill and they don't know. Esau became mentally ill and he was running after Jacob because he wanted to kill Jacob. And when he didn't get Jacob, remember we are talking about marriage. When he did not get Jacob, he married for fancy. He married women to make him feel good. He married people to make him feel appreciated, accepted. This is what many of us have found themselves in. Because some, we are coming from very toxic relationships. So we are sick. We are bleeding. Yeah. And we don't wait to heal. We go and attach ourselves to other relationships and start another relationship. Meaning what? We are not getting into these relationships because of love, but because we want someone to make us feel accepted, to make us feel as if we still, live. Okay. So there are so many people who are ill. Remember, the Bible records that Esau married 4 women. That's why there is a big problem in this world, because people are not marrying for love. They're not marrying for compatibility. They're not marrying for helper and companionship. They are marrying because they want to be accepted. They want to feel good. So if you find yourself in that model, that is marriage model that we call fancy model or trophy model. Then we have the last one, the Solomon's model. Now, Solomon was the king to Israel. And during those times, they were always fighting, just like today. Israelites are always fighting. And when Solomon became the king, and the Bible records that he was the wisest king of Israel, he decided, hey, you know what? In my country, during my tenure, we are not going to fight. So what did Solomon do? He married from all the neighboring countries. All the enemy neighboring countries. So what do we call that type of a marriage? It's business marriage or security marriage. In our case today, whatever that is happening in our case today, many people have married because, or are in a relationship because, hey, you know what? I have been brought up in a very poor background. I cannot continue being poor the rest of my life. So they find themselves getting into relationships, not because they find, or not because you love this person, but because you want to secure your life. Because you want, that marriage is all about business. Many of our men are marrying because I saw someone, I saw Jerry. Jerry can manage my businesses very well. This is a girl that I want because I want to flourish in business. So you get married to someone without knowing that this person, it's not you that he loves, but he loves your management skills. That marriage model is business model or Solomon model. Some are saying, you know what? For me, yeah, I want someone who can be taking me out. I want to enjoy life. Life is short. And you end up getting married without knowing you are getting into a business marriage. Aha. Now tell me, in the 5 models, marriage models, where do you think you are? And one thing that I would want to tell you, even if you find yourself in Solomon's model, or even if you find yourself in a house model, you don't have to worry. Just be honest with yourself. When you are honest with yourself, I am here to show you how you're going to work it out without going through painful situations, without going through stress. Okay, so tell me there in the comment section, in which model do you think you are in? We have 5. Okay, or if you have not understood, let me please tell me please, so that I can explain more. We have so many yeses, the beautiful girls in the house. And then we have someone telling me, can one be in more than one model? Yes, you can. And especially the one for Adam and Jacob. Yeah, most of these 2 models, they combine, because remember the Jacob ones here, where is it? The Jacob one, there is companionship and love. Okay, and for Adam, there is compatibility and a helper. When you love someone, you can help that person. When you are compatible, there is that companionship. Okay, so yes, you may find yourself in more than one model. Let me see. Okay, then we have Anne Mutai is telling us she is in Adam's model. Thank you so much, Anne. And then we have, the most important thing to understand is that it doesn't matter which model you are in, but you must know where you are, so that we show you, or I show you, how to navigate without pain. Madam Faith, if I may ask, please, what if I get engaged or married to a well-wealthy lady? Is it bad? No, it is not bad. It is not bad at all to get married to a wealthy person. Okay? Thank you so much for that question. Hope understood. Oh, Virginia is telling us she is in Jacob's model and Adam's. Yes, it is very, very possible. Then we have, who is there? Let me see whether we have understood. Yeah, I think I'm in Adam's and Jacob's model. Yes, very okay. Then we have even Samaritan woman had many model. Samaritan woman was in Solomon's model because he was there for business. Okay, yes. That is Solomon's model. Thank you for that. Then we have Daniel, who is in a house model. Thank you. In a relationship, don't worry. We are going to tackle that, how to navigate through. We have alphas from Adam's model. Thank you so much. And then we have Irene Adams, though he left me after 24 years. Don't worry. If you still need that relationship, if you still need that marriage, just trust yourself. And then the rest, I'll show you what to do. But you have to trust yourself, okay? Then Irene from Narok, I am in Adam and Jacob's model. Yes, thank you so much. Then we have Michael, I am in a South model. Thank you so much. And then we have Coach Helen, I am in Jacob stroke Adam's model. Thank you so much for sharing. At least now I know you understand where you are, okay? Now, if you understand where we are, if all of us who are here today, you understand where you are. Oh, let me read this last one so that she doesn't feel left out. Maria, I think I was in Solomon's model, but now I am settled. Okay. That's good. That's good. It doesn't matter where you are, but the most important thing is to understand where you are and your willpower to go out of the pain. Okay. Then what happens when from your interactions with your parent, you realize they are against certain tribe and you have your love of your life from the tribe. What will you do? Love and wife belongs to you. Okay? If you want a wife from Kikuyu land and from your Luo land, it is all about you. Remember, you will not live with your parent forever. Okay? If you want Akamba and you are a Luya, it is all about you and your relationship. Okay? But in case your parent dictates that you must marry from this clan, that is a bloodline continuation marriage. That is Esau's marriage. And Isaac's marriage. And even Isaac's model, it thrives with the willpower. Okay? Good. Hope understood. God will. Thank you for that. Then we have Samuel. Mine is Adam stroke Jacob. Thank you so much. Okay. Hope God will you have understood that. Love life is for you. When you marry a wife, the wife belongs to you. Okay. The only thing you want is to know how to navigate through. Okay. There is one that is challenging here but Madam Faith, you have to respect your parent. Yes, you have to respect your parent, but if you give them your power to control your life, then my friend, you will never have a home. That is from a counselor. I am a born again and we respect our parent very much, but when it comes to love life, it belongs to you and your God. Okay, when you come from poor family and you realize after many years, yet you were Adam and he is materialistic. That statement is halfway. So is it a question when you come from poor family and you realize after many years, yet you were Adam and he is materialistic? Is it a question, Jerry? Because here, if you come from a poor family and you want to be in Adam's model, but your partner is materialistic, you are two different people. You have two personalities in this relationship, and therefore it doesn't matter. You might be in Adam's model and your partner is in Solomon's model, but you know how to handle one another. You know how to navigate without pain. Okay, so let me ask you, if now you know your model or where you are today, why is it that you are struggling? Why is it that we are struggling in relationship to the even to the point where we are saying, you know what, relationships are scam or marriages are scam. My friend, it is not a marriage that is the scam, but here is the reason. Mhm. This is the reason. Okay, having understood that you are in a certain, marriage model there and you're suffering. Why is it that you are suffering? It is because you are in a certain stage of a relationship and maybe you do not know. Okay, we have understood that you're supposed to be connected to your God, and we have understood that you must know your marriage model. Why do I teach people about marriage models? So that you stop copying other people's marriages. Even if it's your sister, even if it's your mommy, do not copy your brother, your sister's model. Because if you copy what they do in their home, maybe it's not what you do. So you must find your way. Okay? Good. Now that you have understood where you are, let's see the reasons as to why you are struggling, the reasons as to why you are suffering in this marriage. It is because you are in a certain stage and maybe you do not know. And if you know, maybe you don't know how to move out of that stage. Okay? Are we together? Are we together up to there? Tell me yes, 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 so that I know we are still together. Why are you finding yourself in the conflicts that we were talking about yesterday? Why? It's because you are in a certain stage. Now, thank you so much, Daniel, for telling me yes. Now I know we are still together and we are still there. Okay, so if you know that I am in Adam's model for that, sure, I know. Or I am in a house model that, according to what Counselor Faith has explained, I know I am there. Or if I am in Jacob's model, according to what Counselor Faith has explained, I know I am there. Why is it that there is conflict? The conflict that we were talking about yesterday and the demon dances that we were talking about yesterday. Why is it that there are those conflicts? It is because of the certain stage where you are. Now, when you look at my triangle here, you'll see at the bottom here, we have romance stage. Now, romance stage is a feeling good stage. And I know every one of us started there. When you started, communicating and engaging one another, what you wanted to hear at that time was the voice of your partner. What you wanted to hear and to see at that time was to see your partner. Why? It's because whenever you connect, we have body chemistry and your body produces dopamine hormone. The dopamine hormone is a feeling good hormone. Your body, when you started loving your partner, your body produced dopamine hormone, the feeling good hormone. Now, the feeling good hormone takes over your body whenever you start laugh, okay? And it starts controlling you. It's like now you are highly, but now you're not intoxicated, by drugs or with drugs, but by your own hormone. What happens during that time? You want to see your partner, you want to talk to your partner. If you close your eyes right now and start rewinding, remember yesterday we talked about rewinding in slow motion, rewind in slow motion and see how you started that relationship. How good was it? You can tell me even in the comment section. How were you feeling during that laffy-daffy period? Very good. And during that time, you don't see conflict. And even if you see, you don't see red flags. And even if you see, you say, I know when we marry, she will change. I know when we marry, he will change. So you keep on hiding the conflict under the rug. You keep on assuming the red flags. Okay? Why? Because your body, the dopamine hormone has taken over your body. Okay. Then the dopamine hormone will stay in your body for from 2 months to 2 years. In between the 2 months and 2 years, the dopamine hormone will start getting suppressed. By the end of 2 years, or in between there, from 2 months to 2 years, then you're back to yourself. You wake up. Thank you, Alphas, for saying I feel romantically. Thank you so much for remembering how you started your relationship. So when the dopamine, your body, according to how we are wired, according to how we are created, that laffy-daffy period, after a while, the body suppresses the dopamine hormone. And when the dopamine hormone is suppressed, then you wake up to yourself and you're like, oh my God, how did I end up in the hands of this guy? You were like, oh my God, how did I end up in this? Why? Because now you are doing life. You wake up to yourself. You can see the personalities, the characters, the flaws, everything. Now your eyes are open. You can see anything that is happening. And because you're already, most of the time, by the time dopamine hormone is fully suppressed, we are already in marriage. So as we wake up in the second stage, we find that we are already in this marriage and now it is becoming painful. Why? Because of the responsibilities. Why? Because this is the time you're learning your partner's character, you're learning the attachment bonding of your partner. It becomes very painful. That is the danger zone of any relationship. Now, during this danger zone, you see, I have indicated it in red. It is the danger zone because during this period, we have 3 groups of people. I want you to be very attentive because you will tell me in which group do you think you are in. Group 1 is the group of people that breaks. Okay, the dopamine hormone is no more. Now we are doing life together. There are challenges. There are maybe children. There is no work. Our business is down. Your character and your personality is, your partner is realizing, hey, this is the kind of a person I married. Huh? When you wake up to yourself, group 1 is a group of people who breaks the relationship. What happens? They feel, I cannot take this anymore. Hey, Bana, I didn't know you were like this. Hey, Bana, hatupatani. So they don't have muscles to go ahead. They don't have muscles to navigate. So they break the relationship in the second stage. That is group number 1 of the breakers. Then we have group number 2 of the people who survives, the survivors. My friend, let me go back to my whatever. You see, I do not advise people to break. If you are in this class, please, I do not advise people to break. Why? Because when you break, you see, I have a arrow going downward to romance stage. What happens in the power struggle stage, when you break, you find yourself saying, I want to be single. I do not want a relationship anymore. But remember, nobody was created to live alone. So what happens when you break? You decide, I want to be single, and it's okay. You will stay single for 1 year, for 2 years. By the time 5 years, you're reaching to 5 years, you're like, hey, I need another relationship. I think I'm healed now. I think I have learned my lesson. You find yourself starting another relationship. What happens? You never, build muscles to move past power struggle stage. So you will start from the lovey-dovey period, the romance stage again. When you get to the power struggle stage, you do not have muscles to go ahead. You break that one, you start again, and it becomes a cycle. It's so unfortunate because there are some people who have found themselves in that cycle. Some have died in that cycle. They start a relationship, they end it, they start another one, they end it, and it becomes a cycle. Okay? Most may find themselves, and this is very important to note, most may find themselves in these cycles because of generation cycles. Okay? Good. Aya. We are done with the romance the romance state. Group one, the group of the people who breaks and find themselves starting again and again and again. Then we have group number two, the survivors. Now, in school, we used to say survival for the fittest. When it comes to relationship, my friend, when you hear the word survivor, run away for your life. Uh-huh. We call a spade here. The survivors are the people who realize, hey, this relationship is becoming very painful. These are the people who realize, hey, Bana, it's like atupatani, we are not getting one another. It's like we are not, going towards the same direction. There is a lot of pain. I mean, there is a lot that is going on in a relationship. Remember, in the power struggle stage, that is the period where people are fighting because of a phone. That is the period where people are fighting because of dressing codes. During the power struggle stage, that is the period where people are fighting because of food. People are fighting because of a pen. In the morning, you wake up one day and you start asking, by the way, who moved my pen from where it was? And it becomes a conflict, just like that. Mm-hmm. In the evening, someone asks, hey, Kwani, are we eating githeri today? Your roast pot is rubbed and it becomes a conflict. Now, if you are in a group of survivor, these are the people who will realize there is a problem. Mm-hmm. But instead of breaking the relationship, they don't break and they do not solve the problem that is there. So what do? They survive in pain. They survive in pain. These are the many people outside there who are saying marriage is a scam. Why? Because they have been in painful relationships. They've been in painful marriages. They never know the happiness of marriage. Okay? Why? It's because when they realize that there is a problem, they did not come to a class like this one where we are going to learn how to solve those problems, but they decided, hey, I don't care. Wewe ukitaka kukuja saa 8 usiku, I care less. If you come in the morning, I care less. If you eat or you don't eat, I care less. I don't know whether you found such relationships. It's because these people are surviving in pain. They have known that there is a problem, but they have given themselves a reason to continue staying in that relationship or that marriage. Reason number one, it's children. Some will find that, hey, we are not getting along well, but because of children, I'll stay here just because of my children. I don't want my children to suffer the way I suffered. Mm-hmm. And you continue staying in that painful relationship. Now, some will say, I have invested a lot. I cannot leave my money to be eaten by someone else. And they don't get solution. So they continue staying in that painful situation. Now, what happens with the survivors? One day, the reason that they had given themselves will expire, right? So when that reason expires, if the reason was children, let's assume most of the women will say, I'll be here because of my children. Even men will say, I'll stay with you just because of my kids. I don't want my kids to go and become chokora or whatever. Okay? So you continue being in this relationship, not because it is sweet and smooth, but because you are surviving in pain. Now, one day, those kids will complete their university education. And what will happen? They will go their way. So that reason that you had given yourself, one day it will expire. And when that reason expires, there will be nothing to hold on to. So what happens? These are the many cases that we have in our courts. let me tell you, if you go to our courts today, the divorce cases that are there are of the people that have lived together for over 30 years. They are fighting in courts. Why? Because they have been surviving in pain. They never sought for solution when they had time. They assumed that they can survive. Okay? So after 30 years of marriage, imagine at the age of 50, at the age of 60, people are fighting for divorce in courts. Why? Because they have been surviving in pain. Okay, that is group number 2. That's why I told you that is the most painful. This group have made many people die in marriages because of high blood pressures. Because due to the stresses that they are going through, their health becomes, start deteriorating. They get high blood pressures, they get diabetes and all that. Okay, so do not be a survivor in a painful relationship. It's the worst. Okay, so that is group number 2. Then we have group number 3, the group of those who succeeds. These are the people who says that, hey, Bana, here we have a problem. These are the people who will see, hey, it's like we are not going along very well, but because we love one another, can we get a solution? I believe these are the people we have in this class today, the solution seekers, those who want to know how will I move out of this pain. Now, the best thing with this group is that they believe in themselves. These are the people, you are the person who will say, hey, if I am a manager in my place of work, if I am doing very well in my businesses, I have millions of money in my account, I am doing very well in my profession, why not in my marriage? And because I was born to be, to be a successful person. Success is my birthright. Even in this marriage, where so many people are going through pain, for me, I will work it out and I will have spicy, exciting, and fulfilling relationship. That is the group that I want you to be in. Good. So those are the 3 levels of people that we will find in the group number 2, the power struggle stage. Now, tell me, are you a survivor? Are you a breaker? Or are you the person who succeeds? Tell me as we continue. Tell me there. Tell me. I need to know so that I know what to prepare for you. So tell me, in the power struggle stage, when you find that it is becoming painful, and now you're weighing yourself, like, you're searching your soul, where do you find yourself? Are you the person who breaks? Or are you the person who is surviving in pain, saying marriage is a scam and you're still in it? Or are you that person who is ready to do the work and move out of the painful situation? It is just a stage, my dear. You will move out of it. Look, after the power struggle stage, you'll find yourself in the mature love stage. Now, let me kidogo go back to power struggle stage. What happens in for you to move out of power struggle stage? There are some things that you need to know. For those who will find that they are in power struggle stage, there are some things that you need to know. But before we go back to that, let me go to, if you are able to navigate past the power struggle stage. Some have navigated by the grace of God. Some have worked very hard and God has helped them. So if you manage to move out of the power struggle stage, it means that you're going to mature love stage. In mature love stage, there now you become stable. You're not ready to go back again. There now you become committed. You're not ready, to go back again. You're more committed. You know your partner in and out. Nothing that your partner can do and hurt you. you're also not trying to change your partner. Okay, so you find yourself in mature love stage. Okay, before we move past there, let me see how many people are telling me the group that they are in. We see Melon is fungaing macho. Okay, Scarlett, yeah, you're in the group of breakers. Don't worry, as long as you are ready to end the cycle, don't worry. Then we have a person who succeeds. Oh, wow, that's nice. Then we have surviving in pain, Jerry. If you find that you are surviving in pain, today we're gonna change that. Then let me see. So you don't have to worry as long as you're here. And you have the willpower. The most important thing is to have the willpower. Whenever there is a will, there is a way. I used to be a survivor until I couldn't take it anymore. I know many people have been there. You survive in pain, you survive. But if we had met during that time, I'm sure, Virginia, things would be different today. So don't worry. Okay. Then we have alphas. Let me see what alphas is saying. Kindly, Madam Faith, how can a person do so that him and his partner relationships succeed to another level of marriage? Thank you so much, alphas, for that question, because that is where now I'm coming. I will answer that question. Thank you so much for that. Then we have person who succeeds. Thank you. And then we have Irene. I'm a survivor. Irene, I understand. Then we have Jared, who is saying, I am a survivor. And then we have Eunice. I survived the pain till I left. I understand. I feel your pain, guys. Melon, I'm a survivor. Then we have John. Me and my wife are solution seekers, engaging in that tough conversations. Wow, that's the way to go. Okay, so, then Lucy, I'm a breaker. And then we have Christine, I'm a breaker. And then we have the last one here. Hey, kindly, I'm a survivor, but fault into painful relationship till made me be single for 2 years. Don't worry, as long as you are in this class, you're gonna know how to go past surviving and breaking. Okay, so let me start with breakers. For those who have found themselves that you have broken a relationship, don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself. You're good. It was just a stage. And maybe you did not get the right information to help you move past that stage. Okay. But now that you're here, yeah, whether you're starting another relationship or whether you are continuing with the relationship that you have, as long as you have this information, you will not break again, you will not survive again. Okay. So, slide before relationship stages. Please slide before relationship stages. Slides before relationship stages was the models. You want us to go back to models? Okay, let us finish with the stages first, so that at least we understand where we are. So here, let's go to mature love stage. Now, mature love stage, that is where you know your partner in and out. Nobody is trying to change the other. You have learned how to navigate through, and now you are mature in this love. After the mature love stage, you find yourself in the blissful stage, the last stage at the top there, the feeling good stage again. This is where you become a gift. You become a gift to the world because you're doing projects together without fighting. You can do anything together without, feeling bad. You are there to support one another. Now, in the blissful stage, the love that was in romance stage comes back again. And now it is there in a very mature way. whereby you will not find yourself going down again. Okay, so for you to move out of the power struggle stage, for those who are in the power struggle stage, tell me now, tell me before I go to the moving, tell me in which stage do you think you are in the 4 stages? As you continue telling me, let me tell me in which stage. As you can see the 4 stages, highlight the stage where you are so that I know the direction that we are going to take. Okay, Now, the reason as to why my triangle is wider and have a big area at the bottom is because the many people who get married in the romance stage, okay, 50% will go to, let's say 80% will go to power struggle stage. Okay, those who connected in romance stage, 80% will go to power struggle stage. But past power struggle stage, it's only 50% who will go past that. So as the triangle goes up, that illustration shows us that 100% people will get married in romance stage, but it's only 20% that will reach to the blissful stage. My dear, as long as you're here, I am assuming you are the 20% that is ready to go to the blissful stage. Okay, so that is the meaning of that triangle. Let me see what people are saying here. We have Dixon Carrier. I am in second, the power struggle stage. It's okay, Dixon. We have Rona Kakuli, power struggle stage. And then we have Irene, power struggle stage. And then we have Alphas. But as for me, I think unsure of that, I am mature love. Okay. Alphas, you are in mature love stage. That's great. And then we have Melon in power struggle stage. And let me read the last one. We have so many coming. Christine Limo in power struggle stage. Now we have so many coming. So if I have not read yours, don't worry. We are still together. Now, if you're in power struggle stage, there is some work that you need to do. For you to move out of the power struggle stage, remember I have told you, you do not need to be a breaker. You do not need to be a survivor. I want you to be in that group that succeeds. As long as you are in this class today, there is a reason for everything. And there is a reason that God made you see that post that I had made. Because God wants you to move past where you are. Okay? Now, as long as you are in this class, I want you to be in the group of those who succeeds. Okay? How will you be in a position to go to the group, or how will you move to success? I know that's why we are all here. Okay? So that we can know how to move past pain to success. But there is a question here. Allow me to read this one. Sijui kwenye niko sasa, cause tuliachana 7 years ago. Okay. Kama mliachana, you broke that relationship. You separated. Okay? But don't worry. Don't worry. Now, if you find yourself in the power struggle stage, for those of you who are in power struggle stage and those of you who are in mature, some are in mature, they keep on coming back to power struggle, going back to mature, like this, okay? We do not want that. We want you, once you vuka to mature love stage, you're there thriving, okay? Once you pass power struggle stage, we don't want you to come back again. We want you to thrive upwards. We want you to have spicy, exciting, and fulfilling relationship. How are you going to have that? Okay, this is how you're going to have it. In power struggle stage, for you to move out of the power struggle stage, there are some things that you need to do. There are some things that you need to learn. Okay? If you find yourself in power struggle stage, number one, you need to learn how to communicate. Communication is the biggest problem that we are having today. Yeah, because people think I am a professor, I have learned communication in school. Why should we be talking about communication? Relationships and marriages, communication is different. So you must learn how to communicate with your partner. And communication is what you say, how you say it, and are you being heard? That is communication, because you might be talking alone. Okay? Good. So you must learn how to communicate. Then, number two, you must know how to solve conflict. And that's why yesterday we talked about solving conflict, but we did not finish that topic because of time. And number three, you must know how all the sources of conflict. Number four, you must learn how to have good sex, intimacy, and sex, because sex and intimacy is the oil that lubricates your relationship. Many are fighting because of bed. Okay. Then after that, you must know how to manage anger, because where there is conflict, there will be anger. You will feel sad. You will feel bad. You will feel like you want to explode. So you must learn how to manage anger. Then after that, you must have safety, the most important ingredient in a relationship. If you want to move past power struggle stage, you must create a safe space for your partner, whereby your partner can share with you anything without feeling fear or guilt, where your partner is ready to share with you without feeling that you're going to judge. Okay, that is safety. Then you must have boundaries. Many people are living in the power struggle stage because they don't know about boundaries. They do not know whether they have boundaries, whether they do not have. Those are the things that you need to learn in order for you to move past power struggle stage. Okay, now today was lengthy. I can see we are here an hour and some minutes, and therefore, I don't worry. I'm going to end it right in a few minutes. But I hope it was helpful. I hope it was helpful. Now, if you want to move past power struggle stage, because I have realized that so many of us are in the power struggle stage, this is what you need to cover. This is what you need. Okay, these are unforgettable practices that you need, and you need to practice day in, day out in order for you to move past power struggle stage. Okay, now, because of time, do we have question? Now, as you ask your question, because this masterclass was to go for one day, and then I felt like, hey, I need to educate more so that you understand more on how you're going to move out of the power struggle stage. I added another day because this is the last day of our masterclass. If you feel that you are in the power struggle stage and you'd want me to walk with you the journey of moving past power struggle stage, you are very much welcome. You can DM me after the class, okay? But now, those other sessions, the masterclass is the one that was free, but I'll give you the discount because of being in this class, the masterclass. So if you feel you do want to learn the points, you see, those that I have identified: communication, anger management, conflict management, sources of conflict, intimacy and sex, boundaries, safety. If you want, you can reach out to me and I'll give you a discount because you are in this class. Okay, so if you want to move past power struggle stage, remember we have said those who are able to move, they are the people who believe in themselves and they say, you know what, I was born to win in all my endeavors, and relationship and marriage is one of my endeavors. So if I'm winning in my business, even here, I'm gonna win. So if you find that you are in a certain model that you have understood today, and you are in power struggle stage, I am here to help you. Okay, I am here to help you. come to me. I'll give you discount. I have a program that is starting very soon, but because you are in this lesson today, I will give you my discount so that you can be able to join. That is, if you're willing, you have the willpower, and where there is a will, there is a way. Okay, so I was waiting for your questions. Let me see what you're saying. What should one do if you are in power struggle stage and we separated? Now, if you separated, there is that separation where you decided, we can't live with one another anymore. Or there is that separation where you think you can work things out. If you separated and you'd want to work things out, come to me. For those of you who are asking where I'm located, my offices are in Nairobi town, Hazina Towers building, which is in Utalii Lane, 13th floor, room 1. If you separated and you'd want to, to come back together, come to me, I will help you. Okay? Let me see another one. I am not married, but I have made a vow with God to come out as a person who succeeds in the relationship and married. That is why I am after this knowledge and information from you, models. Thank you so much, Godwill. Now, if you're here and you're not married and you are in a certain relationship, please, please, please don't go into marriage blindly. Come for premarital counseling, okay? There is a lot to learn. Thank you so much, Godwin. And then we have Benja Waspeas. May God bless you, madam. Your teaching is a blessing to us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Benja. Then we have Alphas. Swali langu ni, je, nitawezaje simamisha mahusiano yangu hadi doa bila kuachana na kuingia katika mahusiano mengine, Madam Faith? Sijui kama nimeelewa hilo swali vizuri. Ati utawezaje kusimamisha mahusiano yangu hadi doa bila kuachana? Mahusiano ni kumaanisha sex ama unamaanisha aje? Because if you're a Christian and you believe in your Christianity, you're not supposed to be having sex outside marriage. Sex is to be in the marriage context. But in case I have not understood it very well, utani DM. We'll talk more so that nikuelewe vizuri. Okay, let me see another question. How much do you charge the class? Now, we have different classes and with different charges. So, if it is for premarital counseling, it's different. For relationship coaching is for those who are in a relationship and are not married. The charges are different. And for marriage counseling, the charges are different. So I would advise you text me after this so that I know the level at which you are. And from there, I'll tell you where to go. And Dada Amina, she's telling us that she is in power struggle stage. So, and then we have Michael, we have given one another a space. Okay, if given a space, if you've given a space, make sure you work it out as fast as possible so that you don't regret later. Thank you so much, guys. It was so nice having you. Tell me, was the class useful? Tell me. I'm just trying to hurry up because of time. I can see some of you are dozing. Tell me, how was today's class? I want to see each and everyone's comment. How was the class today? Hey, there is one that I need to tackle here. Madam, mimi nilitoka kwa doa na saa hii na dating na mume wa mtu na nataka tuoane but naogopa nifanye aje. My dear sister, usioe mume wa mtu. Mungu ako na wako. Usioe huyo wa mtu kwa sababu huyo wa mtu atafanya utaonekana unafanya familia yake ilie, na ile familia ikilia hata wewe utakuwa na raha. There is so many men outside here. Okay? Thank you. I hope I have answered that in a way. Jared, yes, yes, yes. Then Mary Shiko, the class was awesome. Thank you so much, Shiko. And then we have Irene, the class was wow, be blessed, madam. Then we have Mary, very educative. Thank you so much. And then we have Jared saying, very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. We have Melon. Thank you. The class was very good, very much, very much. And then we have the last one. I think I read the last one. Let me see. Very resourceful session. Thank you so much. And then so educative. God bless you. Now, there is another one. Madam Faith, namaanisha hivi, nitafanyaje ili mahusiano yangu na huyu mwingine yafikie doa bila kuachana kwenda katika mahusiano mengine. Hapo sasa it just requires your commitment. It requires your commitment. You must be committed to the person that you love. Okay, and in case you feel that it is becoming slippery walking alone, you can come for premarital counseling, and especially those who are not married and they are in that, journey, please come for premarital counseling. Those who are in the power struggle stage, please, I have a program that is starting next week. If you are in power struggle stage and you are here today, I have all the names of the people that were here. I will charge you differently. I will give you a very good discount. I don't want to leave you hanging. Very nice. Mary, thank you so much. Then we have Dixon. It was wow. If we separated and you meet a lady also separated, can you marry? Yes, you have the liberty. Even in the Bible, you are told if you divorced your partner, you have the liberty to marry. Okay? Then, I have trust issues in marriage. He is acting suggestive in his actions. Kindly DM me so that you can go deep into that, so that I understand where there must be a reason. I need to understand. For me to be able to help you, I need to understand the source. Okay? Class was awesome. May God bless you. Thank you so much, Moffat. And then we have Christine. It was wow, but will DM need more assistance? Thank you, Christine. You're welcome. Christine Limo, you're welcome. You're welcome. We will talk more. Thank you so much. The class was awesome. I know where I belong. I know now where I belong. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're just amazing. You are amazing people. Sijui nitarudisha upendo aje, ilitoka. Okay, I am very happy for this class. It's my first time to attend, but I've come up with something good. Thank you so much for attending. Then let me read the last one. I have learned a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you for attending. Those who attended yesterday, those who attended today, thank you so much. I value you. I appreciate you. And for that time investment that you have made, if you find that you are in power struggle stage, please, I have a program that is starting next week. It's an 8-week program. It's an 8-week program or 8 sessions, where I will be teaching all the levels: communication, conflict management, anger management. So if you find that maybe you're struggling with anger management, or you don't know whether you have boundaries, or you're struggling with conflict management, or you don't know how to communicate with your partner, and you need to move past power struggle stage, we do not want people to break. We do not want people to survive in pain. I want you all to succeed. So I am inviting you and I am welcoming you. If you want to join that program that is starting next week, I'm going to give you a discount as long as you are in this class and as long as you take first step. Okay, so welcome. God bless you all. Goodbye. Good night. You know, we are a family now. We can stay here until I don't know when. So, good night. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you all. So, have a lovely evening. God bless you. We end it there. So, God bless you. Good night. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We have so many good nights. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We have so many good nights. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we end it there. Until next time. But if you are in power struggle stage, do not stay in power struggle stage. I am here to help you. I am here to show you the way. I am here to help you navigate past power struggle stage. So good night all. I think we can continue the discussion in the group. You can continue saying how the class was, because once I end this, I will not be able to see. But in the group, I'll see more messages from you. I'll see more questions from you. So let's continue the discussion in the group. God bless you all. Thank you.